Well, it's officially summer, so if you are outdoors and you're wanting to wear long pants, I am sure they're as slim and light as possible. And the rest of the time, you're probably kicking it in ultralight shorts, trying to stay cool. And when we are wearing our summertime apparel, we want our pocket knives to match our attire. Who wants a big 8-ounce brick pocket knife swinging around in your pocket when you're just chilling with some gym shorts on? You want something that's slim, discreet. So I had to think about what word I wanted to use. Consolidated a list of my top 9 pocket knives that would be ideal for summertime pocket carry. And the criteria is that they have to be 1/2 inch or thinner, and they have to be under 4 ounces in weight. And this list will include 1 slip joint, 1 OTF, 1 auto, as well as tons of other locking mechanisms. And guess what? The Benchmade Bugout, not even on this list, because I got a better option for us to choose from. And you never know, I might have a bonus multi-tool option as well. And there are chapters in the timeline below, so if you're familiar with a particular type of blade, you can skip ahead to the next. So to kick things off with my summertime recommended pocket knife list, we're gonna start with this sucker right here in my pocket, which is the Spyderco Stretch 2 in K390 steel with the excellent, more piercing, not dodo bird-esque blade shape. This thing, 3.7, I think, ounces. I think it's 4.5, 0.45. This thing is excellent. It disappears in the pocket, but you get a lot of reach and real estate and will literally slice light and split atoms at a moment's notice. So you gotta be really careful with this thing. But I prefer it over the Endella, over the Delica because of the size, but it still fits in this category that we're talking about and is an excellent choice for summertime EDC. Now in 2025, many people may feel that AUS 8 steel is a garbage steel to have on a pocket knife, but it has always been a good budget option. And one of my first folders I ever had kind of in this summertime carry was the K-Bar Dozer, and it is still a banger to this day because you can score it for under 30 bucks. Lots of blade shapes and color combinations. I like the thumb hole with kind of the hunter point, but you can get a more drop point with a thumb stud. Lockback design, it's simple, it performs. Zytel handle, very thin, very lightweight. The pocket clip will swap, and I mean, for that price, it's kind of like a knockoff Spyderco. You know, you're kind of getting the Spyderco vibe, but you're getting it at a great value. So don't sleep on the Dozer. It's great for like summertime birthday gift ideas, or if you just invest a ton of money into like heavy duty overbuilt folders and you just want something for when your attire changes, this might be a great option. And I still connect with it after all these years. So here's the first of 2 nails in the coffin on why the Bugout doesn't make this list. Because the Kershaw Bel Air exists. That's why. This blade coming in just over 2 ounces, I think. Very slim, compact, but still gives you plenty of real estate. Now there's so many variants. You know, they have the reverse Tonto. They have this now clip point. Both are in Magna Cut with good Rockwells. And the action on that Duralock is delightful. Pocket clip, recessed screws. You can get aluminum. And my Carta currently, I'm hoping that we get G10 here sooner than later. And when we look at even the pricing, I think the maximum right now, they're going for like 160, and a basic Bugout with S30V is like 190. So this blade, if you like crossbar locks, you like Magna Cut, and you want a pocket-friendly option for warmer weather and that type of clothing that we're discussing, I mean, this is like a no-brainer for me when I'm looking at this type of. Now, when I hear cold steel pocket knife, I usually think huge, heavy, overbuilt monster folders, but they actually make one model that fits perfectly into our criteria, and it's the cold steel Verdict. Now, they have 2 variants. The budget-friendly option is very accessible, and it's a little bit fuller in the hand, so actually ergonomically it's better, but the G10 model is thinner, and so it's better for what we're describing and kind of looking at today. With AUS 10 steel, you're still getting about a 3-inch blade ultra thin, under 3 ounces, very, very compact, easy to carry, but I still have full real estate. Triad lock, so reliability there. A couple different blade shapes also to choose from, and a good loop over pocket clip that fits over thin pockets very easily. And the G10 model can be scored for under $100. So it's a very accessible option, giving you that durability, but still being very pocket friendly for the lighter clothing. And I know it can be tough to keep track of a big list like this, so I'm gonna have links in the description box below to all the tools we're talking about. Now, I feel like those of you who are required to carry non-locking pocket knives really get the short end of the stick sometimes, often with blade designs that either seem subpar or steel choices that are pretty low end. So I was really looking around for a higher end option, and I came across the Giant Mouse JUTLAND slip joint, and this tool is exquisite. Not only does it fall into our category of being under 3 ounces, it's also gonna be under 3 inches of blade length, but has amazing styling with S90V for the steel choice. You do have that slip joint action, but it's running on washers. A lot of slip joints have no washers whatsoever. It's just friction in between the scales. Add to that machine 3D contoured titanium handles, all manufactured in Italy, wire pocket clip. This thing fills out the hand. Even though my pinky kind of rests there on the back, I feel like I have full grip, nice jimping, great performance, and it's going to give premium level materials while still being very pocket friendly when you're wearing lightweight clothing. And as I'm sharing with you my favorite summertime pocket knives, I want to know what your go-to lightweight summertime folder may be. Okay, so if you feel a little bit like Maverick and you want to fly into the danger zone with lightweight folders and you're willing to carry an auto, I would highly suggest the Kershaw Launch 17. This thing is like a Sidewinder missile, man. It's just so kind of iconic with the switchblade profile, but I have full grip, and then you get like a natural blade shape. You know, it's not like a dagger or something like that. Now, I have the older S35EN versions. You can now get MagnaCut for $160. That is insane. With the good action, it fills out the hand, but it's very slim, lightweight, and thin. And the blade shape is extremely functional. I'd love to actually see this blade shape on a few other just kind of like manuals and stuff down the line from Kershaw. Now, the only downside is that the pocket clip that still comes with these is atrocious, one of the worst ever designed. You can hit up Kershaw, request a replacement Bel Air pocket clip. That's what I did. They have recessed screws. The pocket clip is much better. It is ambi, so you can swap that out, and then you are set. And for well under $200, you're getting an auto, you're getting it slim, you're getting MagnaCut, USA made. I mean, that's a really good incentive to buzz the tower and snag one for your pocket. All right, let's break it up and talk about plier-based multi-tools. Now, I'm here doing pickleball with the family today, wearing my thin gym shorts, and it can be difficult to come up with a solution. So we are gonna have to break one rule in the weight, but the Leatherman SKELETOOL is still very compact. It's about 1/2 inch before you get to the bolts, but those stick out of your pocket, so I feel like it doesn't really count. The benefit is when I don't have the weight and space to carry my SOG Power Pint and then a dedicated pocket knife, I still get one-hand deployment on a decent blade. I have my bottle cap opener, but then I have a really solid pair of pliers, wire cutters, and 3D Phillips, and then a flathead. So I can combine those two, and I carry this all the time. I've had for years when I need some tools and I'm wearing lightweight attire. But leave a comment below. What do you guys think? Is the SKELETOOL kind of a non-starter, or would you rather have the SOG Power Pint if we're talking about compact, lightweight multi-tools that have a plier on them? Now, if carrying an automatic is still playing it too safe for you and you want to truly live in the danger zone by carrying an OTF, none other than the Benchmade Shootout is the one that I gravitate to, because it's right there at 1/2 inch, so it's full. One of the better ergonomic OTFs you're ever going to find. So for ergos, it's absolutely there. Crew wear steel, Yeah, baby. At 0.1 slicey, you can get drop point or tanto now, tanto. The action is delicious. Loop over, and it comes in at under 3 ounces. So you put all of those combos together, and not only do you get the functionality of a good slicing machine, but you're gonna get the fun action and speed that OTFs offer, and it's going to be perfect. I regularly, my brother as well, my brother has one, he carries that thing all summer long because it just feels like there's just nothing there in your pocket. All right guys, don't tell Mrs. GT, I just peeled off from the family picnic to highlight the next blade. That just happened to be rocking today. Perfect picnic blade. If you like the Verdict, but you want maybe some more steel options and just a funner action overall, it's this blade. It's the Demco SHARK-CUB. Now they have several different variants to choose from. What I like about it is we got the Shark Lock, which is super fun, ultra strong. I love and appreciate the slicey blade shape. The slicer, I think is what that's called. Don't quote me on it. But you can get AUS 10 and get about the same price point. The difference is that though being the most contoured model is a little bit beefier, the aluminum or G10 models are the slimmer models, better for what we're talking about. And of the two, the G10 model and 20 CV steel is my preferred blade. Just fills out the hand, wicked slicer, very slim, compact, perfect for days just hanging out and you're kicking it in your shorts. You just don't want a bulky blade. With the ambidextrous loop over pocket clip, disappears, but you're gonna have some more fun than the Verdict, even though the Verdict is maybe a little more practical. But leave a comment on which one you guys prefer between these two blades, since they're so similar in kind of profile and size. Okay, so as promised, no Benchmade Bugout in this list because I feel like there's just a better alternative. And it would be the kind of one and done king of the castle of this entire list, and that's why we're ending on it. And it's the Benchmade BAILOUT. And really any version of the Benchmade BAILOUT, because not only do you still get ultra light, I think it's like ½ an ounce heavier than the Bugout, but you're getting more blade length, still very slicey, and you get more real estate in the handle. The handle, you get a lot more to grip onto. I'm almost falling off the Bugout, so I just feel way more confident. The tanto works great. The action is there. I have custom handle scales on my variant. You don't have to do that. And now that they have the S30V versions with Grivery at about $200, it's within $5–10 of the basic Bugout. So to me, it just doesn't make any sense. And I know when I'm making this video, they actually have the 3V version. I think they're phasing out. Those are on sale for $160. That's like one of the cheapest Benchmades available. So, and then if you really want to kick it up, the M4 is the best option with the aluminum handles. I cannot say enough about that, but that is going to be a pretty penny. So that's me compared to the Bugout. I would just choose it every single time, but I want to know from you guys, do you agree or do you gravitate more to the Bugout than the BAILOUT, and why? Well guys, there you have it. I hope the video has been fun, entertaining, and helped take some weight out of your pants when you're enjoying yourself this summer. Appreciate you guys. Check out the other videos. Subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and I'll see you out there.